Hello everyone, welcome back. How are you guys doing today? I just wanted to make this video to talk about this game that I'm rather excited about, Xenoblade Chronicles X. As you probably can see, I do have a Wii U, and if you have a Wii U, this game is pretty exciting. I mean, I've heard it's pretty much a must-buy game. Also, you can see from this channel, I do like to play a lot of sandbox or open world style games. Most of the ones on this channel are mainly the hardcore ones, like Mortal Online and Zion and that kind of thing. I don't usually do like Western RPGs on here. Like, I do actually play a lot of Western RPGs, but I don't really have the content on this channel because there's a lot of other people out there that do videos on that kind of content, and I don't see the point of me actually making any videos on that. However, I haven't really played any I haven't really played any JRPGs even at all. They don't usually interest me. I don't usually like the art style. I don't usually like the combat style. I've just never really been into them for whatever reason. But this game is the first JRPG that I'm aware of that has actually interested me. It seems a bit more like a cross between a JRPG and a Western RPG, but I'm only going to find out when I actually play the game. And like I said, if you have a Wii U, I've heard this is a must-buy game. So yeah, as you can see, I do have the game here, and I've got a strategy guide. Now, the reason I bought a strategy guide, and this is the very first one I've ever bought, is because I've heard that this game is really, really complicated. I've never played any other JRPGs. I'm kind of slightly worried this game is going to overwhelm me. So therefore, that's why I decided that I would try to buy a strategy guide that will hopefully help me, especially at the beginning when I first start playing the game, you know? So that's why. The actual game itself, this is just the standard edition that I bought. To be honest, there's not a lot really. I've already taken off the cellophane because I didn't want to show you guys me struggling with one hand with it. You can see, if I put that there, the back of the box. Let's see if we can focus. That's the back of the box. I have to say, from what I've seen, I'm really excited by the graphics, especially because it's on the Wii U, and we know that the Wii U is not the most powerful of systems, but it seems like they've done a really good job with the graphics on this. Inside, I was slightly disappointed when I looked inside because, first of all, they only give you an E manual. There's no real manual. I kind of hope there'll be some kind of small thing inside, like a small version of a manual at least, because I would rather have a real one. But this is obviously the way that things are going these days. Most of the manuals that you will see are unfortunately e-manuals. Anyway, so that means there's not a lot really that you can see inside. There's obviously the disc. I have checked underneath. There's only one disc. I think that they were thinking about whether it should be on two discs because it's quite a large game. But I'm not even going to try to take this out with one hand. It's very stiff, and I just think I'm going to completely wreck the disc if I do that. But like I said, there's not really a lot to see. It's just a regular Wii U game, really. The more exciting thing would be the strategy guide. Now, this is just like a slip cover. Let me again try to show you what it says on here. I'm not going to read it out, but if you want to see for yourself, you can pause the video. On the back of this piece of paper, this is just a piece of paper or a piece of card. On the back, it will have the code for the e-guide, which I'm not going to give you because I'm so mean. And this is it. This is the main strategy guide, and this is the first ever strategy guide that I've ever bought. I've never bought any of these at all. Like I said, this game kind of scares me with the level of complexity, so that's why I decided this time to go for a strategy guide, and we'll see how that goes, won't we? The cover is obviously hard. It doesn't have anything exciting apart from the feeling of the cover. It almost has a slightly rubberized feeling, but there's no embossing or anything on here. It's just, but the feeling is fairly nice, quite rubberized. Now, one thing that I would say is I'm not that impressed with the binding. I mean, this is a strategy, a collector's edition, you see. The binding to me feels a little bit like, I don't know, like a bit, what's the word? When you open the pages, you can see the pages don't really open very well. Like, I kind of have a feeling these days, the method that they're using for the binding is not as good as what they used to do years ago. I mean, I haven't really bought these kind of books for a long time, but the last time I had any kind of books that look like this, you know, this kind of style of book hardcover, I don't ever remember the pages like opening and it being this hard for you to see the inside. So I'm not that impressed with the binding, but it's not the end of the world. I mean, I actually bought this for like 23 US, so I think for the price it's pretty good value. Excuse me. At the back here we have the screen cleaner, and to be honest, I'm quite impressed that it included this, because I find that my Wii U gamepad screen gets very dirty. So this is going to be awesome. I'm going to use this a lot, especially when I play this game, because apparently, I mean, if I really do enjoy this game, I could be spending 100 hours in this game, which is kind of crazy. And that was another thing that kind of attracted me to this game. If I do enjoy it, the fact you've got so much stuff for you to explore is pretty amazing. Okay, so I'm not going to show you everything because that would be crazy. I will show you the contents page so you can see exactly what is in here. And then I'm just going to kind of randomly, let's kind of flick first. Obviously the camera I'm using is not the best, so you won't see everything in great detail. Yeah, I'm sure that if you'd like to see higher quality video, you can find other videos on YouTube about this. But there's lots of pictures, it looks pretty cool. The quality of the paper, I mean, I would say that again, with it being a collector's guide, I kind of expected the paper to be slightly higher quality. I think I'm just an old fart now, you know. I think when I think of these kind of books years ago, I'm pretty sure the quality was higher. But anyway, whatever. I'm sure that it's quite normal these days. And you see when I'm going like that, the page is kind of creasing in a funny way. But anyway, yeah. Obviously as well, this will show some really awesome artwork from the game, which is good, nice to see. And again, you can see there's like a wrinkling on the page that I know, you know, like I just think these days everything, even this is a collector's edition, I think they still will make them not great quality. I mean, surely if you buy a collector's edition, you would expect it to be, you know, the paper and everything like to feel really premium. Who are you? That's a good question. I am nobody. Yeah, but it was only 23, so although it's called a collector's edition, you know, I don't think you can expect it to be too crazy. Anyway, I'm just going to randomly flick to some pages to show you. I think that this will really help me a lot, and I'm going to be reading this a lot, I reckon. Ooh. Again, sorry about the low quality. Hopefully you have some idea. Yeah. Whoa, look at this page. So yeah, pretty sweet information in here. Okay guys, so I'm not going to dwell on this for too long. Foggy Dilemma, yeah, I have that a lot. I'm not going to dwell on this for too long, just wanting to flick to a little bit, show you a little bit of the stuff. As always, thanks for watching this highly unprofessional video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.